Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues in the BatmanUniverse.net. Today we're taking a look at Mattel's DC Comics Multiverse. It's the Suicide Squad line. It's the Joker. More importantly for me picking this one up, this is another variant for the Joker that they did. This is the purple trench-coated Joker with his Arkham Asylum jump suit pants that he was wearing in the film. This was one that I was really trying to decide how deep I was going to go into the Mattel Multiverse line of figures. I wasn't planning on picking up every single one, and I'm still kind of on the fence of how far I'm going to go. I'm more picking up characters that have maybe never been made or ones that really kind of appealed to me. And this was one, I saw the Toys R Us exclusive Joker, and I thought about picking it up with the silver trench coat or the silver jacket, but this purple trench coat really kind of fits with the Joker, even though he's not wearing much purple in the film. This one I thought was a cool version, and it was one that I was kind of just waiting to see go on sale or pop up on Amazon, and it did. Got them for $19 on Amazon, so depending on when they get some in, sometimes the price will go up to $30, then it'll go down to $19. Katana's the other one in this set that I would really like to try and get, as we've never had a Katana, and I'll probably pretty much be done, if I can even say that sentence. Most of the box art is exactly the same that they've done for the Multiverse so far. We have a picture here of Jared Leto as the Joker down here, and here off to the side. No write-up on this. The logo up here and on the side, kind of like the candy-colored logo, that's generally denoting a special variant or just a different variant from the line. The normal figures will have just the more brick and gray-looking logo. The other figures from this particular wave, as there's kind of technically two separate waves, we have the Joker, Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, Katana, and then Batman down here, which I now have two of, technically four if you count all the different versions. I know. Collect them all and you can build this version of Killer Croc. Collect all the different variants and you can get the full suited version of Killer Croc. I've thought about trying to pick up at least one of everything to complete the wave. I really want Katana, and I thought, well, I've got Batman and the Joker. Maybe I should have Harley to go in there. She's not the greatest figure in the world, but then I thought, well, if I've got them, I might as well get Killer Croc. So I'm really just kind of at a wait-and-see game and see what's going to be left. I definitely want to get Katana, but then I'll be down to two figures, so I'm kind of hoping after Walmart is setting on some of these for a while that they'll be discounted a little bit more. But neither here nor there. This is a version of the Joker that I wanted to have for my DC EU figures from Mattel. I think so far, at least in package, this guy looks really pretty good. So this is hopefully a case of Mattel doing a good job. We'll see what he looks like out of package, and we'll get a closer look at the Joker from the Suicide Squad. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, here is the Joker out of package, and I didn't realize it in package, but he does have the smile tattooed onto his hand right there, so you can't quite get the arm up to his face, but you can do pretty close to it. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, I guess I assumed it would be on there, but sometimes the toy manufacturers kind of miss those details. I'm kind of curious if they have any tattoos on the back of him. I highly doubt it. No, none on the back. But they did get all the ones up on his chest, and of course the damaged that's on his face. Got his grill, the J underneath the eye, and the star up by his head. So, I mean, they did a really pretty good job, considering the size of the figure and that it's Mattel, that they went to these kind of lengths to do this for the Joker. in this particular line. I like the jacket. It's a nice, soft rubber, much like, Batman or Superman's cape would be from Mattel. But it's really pretty good. One thing would have been kind of cool if you could have taken the jacket off and had him in a shirtless type of version, but you can't do that because the arm is actually supposed to be for the jacket. But I do like this look. You can see the Arkham. My lights are doing something really weird. I apologize about that. You can see the Arkham down the side here, just like it was in the movie. This is a really decent figure. I like it. I don't mean decent like, it's okay. This is a solid figure out of the wave for the Suicide Squad. I like this one over what I would guess consider a standard version of the Joker, where he's in his silver suit. This is really pretty cool. And this was definitely one, once I saw that they were going to be making it, that I knew I wanted just to have for my, DC EU set or the Mattel version. Now, I know some people will say, oh, Mafex is going to be making one of these, or, other companies are going to do so much better job. And I get that, and I understand it. And those versions are going to be far superior to these, Mattel figures. And rightfully so, they should be. But those figures are also going to cost a little bit more, and I am getting to the point where I want quality over quantity. I could spend $60 on one figure or buy 3 figures for $20 and get more figures, but I may be getting a less quality figure than I am getting a quality figure. So I'm getting close to the end of me just buying multiple figures. I knew in this Mattel line there were some figures that I really did want. It's a cheaper route to go to be able to have some of these characters, a version of them, and go, as great as the Mafex figures might be, or Hot Toys or things like that, am I going to spend $200 on the Joker? No, I'm really not going to. I just want a version of the Joker in this outfit that's going to set along with my other Mattel figures, and he's going to look just fine, and I'll be just happy and go, oh, I'm glad I got that. But maybe dwindle down from buying these type of figures and then only go after the figures I really want that may be a little bit more expensive. But these are all still really cool figures. The ones that I purchased, there are, like Harley is not at the same caliber as this Joker. I think not as much attention was put into her, or much detail. She's kind of bland, where I'd like to get her, but I don't think she looks as good as she could be in just the Mattel's figures by themselves. So that's kind of disappointing, which that's probably why I'm going to wait and see if she goes on sale. Maybe I can get her for $5 or $10 and go, okay, that's not so bad. So enough of that. Let's look at the articulation on the Joker. Of course, as you saw me messing with, he does come with his purple cane, which is pretty cool. And I'm impressed that they painted both ends of it, just not a purple cane or a silver. He does have a gold tip, if I could get my colors right. A gold tip with the purple shaft and then the gold handle, which is really pretty cool. He's not wearing any shoes. And I like the leathery look that they gave it. I think this leathery look works a little bit better on the Joker's coat than it did maybe in the BVS version of Batman's cape and cowl. And it's got a little bit of a shine to it. I think the camera's picking it up really well, but in person it has that same shimmer. And just with the texturing, it kind of feels, leathery, even though I know it's plastic. So let's take a look at the articulation. Like I said, the head does look left and right. Can't really look up or down. It's more just back in the head forward position. I mean, it does tilt a little, but I think that's more to just the peg, and it's not really looking much. It can look down slightly. The arms go up above a 90 degree, which is nice just for posability. Arms go all the way around. This is basically DCUC, standard articulation. Upper bicep swivel, I can't get my words right. Bicep swivel, a single bend at the elbow, and this elbow is a little loose. You can kind of see how the plastic isn't as tight as this arm is right there. So it's probably just mine. Rotation in the hand, no hinge or anything like that. No waist swivel that I've found. He does have an ab crunch. It's very minimal. It doesn't do much at all. The classic T-jointed leg, so you can get into the splits. He has an upper thigh cut right here on both, and he has knee articulation but I'm going to have to do the hot water or cold water trick. I cannot get him to move, and it's kind of at that spot where I feel like I could break the figure. I've just been sitting here trying, and I can feel the tension that it's giving. Like, I almost feel like there's no room in the back here for it to move, but I can clearly see the joint. Like, I'm moving it here on camera. This is where I snap the figure in two. So, okay, there it does move. It's just really stiff, but this one, I'm going to have to do the hot water trick, so I think you could see that there. Probably had it off camera. So, there's the knee moves. It's supposed to, but mine just does it for whatever reason. And there is a slight wiggle in the foot. There's the hinge is there. I can see it, but it's not doing a whole lot. 2 peg holes, and that's about it. So, aside from just, standing on my shelf, I'm not going to get him in, a kicking pose or anything like that. I don't have Harley up here to be able to do a size comparison. So, why don't we just bring up the big man himself and see what Batman and the Joker look like side by side. We kind of, sort of got close to them having a meeting with Batman on top of the car, but we didn't get an on-screen Ben Affleck and Jared Leto meeting. So this is as close as we're going to get for right now. This is version 2 of the Batman. As I've said before, I've got more of the silver version. I like the darker bodysuit on this Batman. So I have about half of the wave already from the Suicide Squad, if you count a second Batman here. Very cool to see the two together. I'm toying with the idea of Harley Quinn. Like I said, I would kind of like to wait to see if she's going to go on sale or not, as my Walmarts are kind of sitting on quite a few of them, and I kind of knew they would, with Harley Quinn being so prominent right now that she's going to kind of become a peg warmer in some places. So let's bring up the other members of the Suicide Squad that I have and see what the whole team kind of looks like together, or the whole wave that I have. And here we've got Deadshot, the Joker, Batman, and Rick Flag. Rick Flag, I was kind of raving about in his review. I really like Rick Flag. The Deadshot figure, I think, is really pretty cool. We don't have a Rick Flag anywhere in the DC Universe Classics line. Even though some of the DC Universe Classic figures are a little bit smaller, I do have my DCUC Harley Quinn right here. So she actually really kind of fits in with this line of figures. Some of the other ones might be a little taller, might be a little bit smaller, but she could work for, if I decide, I don't want the movie version, I'm just going to throw this one in there. I think I could kind of get away with it, because technically she was in this costume for a brief little bit. But I think Rick Flag looks really cool. This Joker and Deadshot, again, was one that really kind of surprised me. And then this version of Batman isn't too bad. I am getting the Mafex version of Batman, and I know he's going to be so much better than the Mattel one, and probably all these combined. But it's a different company, and it's just kind of cool to have just a version of the character. Am I going to go out and spend the $32 or $40 that I'm seeing on eBay and sometimes an Amazon third party? No. I would not pay more than $20, and I can probably hear some people say, well, these figures aren't worth $20. That might be your call, but for me, the figures that I have, I am glad that I bought, and they will be happily displayed in amongst my other Mattel figures. So today we've been taking a look at primarily the Joker. This is the second variant of the Joker, the purple trench coat version, which he is now starting to hit Amazon and places like that. That's where I got mine from, along with a couple others that I've recently picked up. They will be hitting stores before too long, so just kind of give it a little bit of a time and you'll be able to get it. The only other thing that I did not do was show the leg for Killer Croc. So he's going to go in a parts piece, because I haven't totally decided if I'm going to do the whole collect and connect thing yet at the moment. But there is the right leg of Killer Croc. So, as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the BatmanUniverse.net signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.